What's up? What's up? What it do? Happy Wednesday. Hope everything going good for you. Everything going good for me. You know the routine. Twitter @_Clarence Jones. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Okay. Instagram _Clarence Jones. Check out my website, cjsportsmedia.com. All right. Look. NFL football season starts tomorrow, okay? NFL football season starts tomorrow. Everybody excited. I'm excited. I know you're excited. But look, I'm excited for something else a little bit more than football this week. Yes, you heard it right. I'm excited for a little bit something else more than football this week. Can you guess what that is? You know what that is? Boxing. Okay, we got a boxing match going down this Saturday. Two of the best women boxers, two of the best women boxers in the world going at it on Saturday. I cannot wait. I'm ready. Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Okay, I repeat, Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. I'm excited. Been waiting on this for a while now. Wasn't quite sure whether us boxing fans would even get the fight. Okay, but we got the fight and I'm excited. Okay, I just cannot wait to see this. It's been so much trash talking from both sides, from, Claressa saying this to Savannah Marshall saying that. And we about to get into it in a few. Before we get into it, I want to say congratulations and shout out to the Las Vegas Aces for making the WNBA finals. Last night, they defeated the Seattle Storm. Man, it's just crazy. That game was just, Vegas dominated that second half, didn't they? Especially that fourth quarter. Cannot wait to see who they matchup going to be. So I'll be able to get in more of the matchup and the breakdown and give you my prediction. But I'm going to get to Sue Bird, probably sometime, maybe this week or next week. I may write a blog, or I may just, post something on social media, showing my respect and, appreciation to Sue Bird. Okay. Seattle Storm's, point guard, Sue Bird, she retiring 20 years. So I'll definitely be doing either a blog or some type of, social media post about Sue Bird. So I definitely don't want to, forget that. But I feel like today is just about Las Vegas Aces. They in the WNBA finals. They achieved something last night, and I just think it was great to honor them first, and I get to Sue Bird, like I say, down the line. But I was kind of shocked last night that, I was looking after the game. I was like, okay, is it going to be like a T-shirt and hat giveaway? Or, well, not giveaway, but give out T-shirts and hats and some type of like stage presentation. But I guess the WNBA don't do that. And I know the NBA do it, but they don't really do it as much as they would do it in the finals. Like normally when a team win the finals, as far as, the championship, that's when we see like a lot of, it's a big stage presentation, shirts, hats. But normally when it's like, you reach the finals, it normally be like a small little, like maybe the head coach may say something, the assistant or the GM may say something. But, I was looking for something like that last night, but didn't got it. So I'm guessing maybe if the Vegas Aces win the WNBA finals, maybe we'll get that presentation that I was looking for last night. Because I really watched the whole game and after the game to see was they going to be in these shirts and hats or, hear anything from Adrian Wilson or, Chelsea. I was like, well, nah, I ain't heard nothing from nobody. So I guess, maybe the WNBA finals, whoever win, we get that presentation. So congratulations again to Las Vegas Aces. Dominated. I mean, everyone did their part. That team is fun to watch. I mean, and I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. I had Seattle Storm beating the Vegas Aces. I was just thinking Breonna Stewart, the Gold Mamba, Jewel Lloyd, and Sue Bird was going to just really pull through. So at least for Sue Bird, this is her last year. So I was thinking everybody on that team was going to really, at least if they do lose, they would lose in the WNBA finals. But that wasn't the case last night. I mean, Seattle got lazy on defense. It showed. And, they paid for it. Chelsea made them pay for it. Asia made them pay. You can't be lazy when you're guarding, the Aces. You just can't. Plum went off. Jackie went off. I mean, there was That team was lit last night. I mean, like you would have think it was, that game was in Vegas if you was listening to like on radio, because home court with Seattle didn't even affect Las Vegas at all. I mean, they were still dominating, still doing their thing regardless. So I just was like, this team is bad. I mean, when you can play like that on the road, I mean, imagine what you can do at home. That's tough. That means you're going to be tough to beat when you can dominate, whether you're on the road or at home. So whoever's going to be that will face the Aces in the WNBA Finals, whether that's Sky or Sun, they will have their hands full, because it don't matter what the Aces playing at. They going to still do their thing, and you're not going to interrupt them home crowd fans cheering, for the other team. That don't phase the Aces. I mean, obviously we see that. We saw that in the Seattle series. I mean, Seattle had game because the series went to 3-1, so the series only went to 4 games. So game 3 and game 4 was at Seattle, and that didn't face the Aces at all. I mean, they still did their thing and still balled out, still dominated. But in the end, defense hurt Seattle. You can chop it how you want to chop it and say what you want to say, but don't forget to mention defense. Defense hurt Seattle bad. You can't let Aja and Chelsea and Plum and Jackie get going. You just can't. I mean, they all were going. I mean, they were on fire last night. They were lit. You know what I'm saying? From the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. Oh my God. Coach Becky Hammon, man, she is looking great at coaching, but no surprises. She came from the, NBA. She played in the WNBA. She learned so much from Coach Pop. I mean, are we really surprised how much success and greatness that, Becky Hammon is doing with the Las Vegas Aces? We shouldn't be surprised. She learned from the best. She worked with the best. She played the game. Come on, man. It's obviously she was going to dominate. Now, I didn't see the Aces coming out this year. I was like, okay, it's Becky Hammon's first year as a coach. Through time, she get things rolling. But that wasn't the case. I mean, she got this team looking like she's been working with this team for 5-6 years. And this is her first year as head coach. So, and she got, coach of the year. Man, them Aces is going to be tough for either the Sky or the Sun. I cannot wait to see how this turn out. Let's talk about boxing, the big event this Saturday. I cannot wait. Like I just told you, I'm excited. Look, let's get the 2012 out your head. Everybody I've been talking to up to today, man, 2012 in the amateur fight, Savannah beat, Claressa. And I'm looking at the fight because to tell you the truth, I even watched the fight before I came on air today. And I was like, I rewound it like twice. I look at it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, I don't know. That could arguably be a tie, but everybody is on social media putting their 2 cents in. Claressa got beat down. She got destroyed. And I'm like, maybe I need my eyes checked. Okay. Maybe I should go to the eye doctor because I don't see that. I didn't see that. I'm like, what is everybody talking about? In that 2012 amateur fight. And if you haven't saw the fight yet, you can go on YouTube and find it. Just type in Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. I think it was 2012 amateur fight. And you'll be able to see it, but I'm not sure what everybody else, some people are watching, but I thought it could arguably be a tie. You know what I'm saying? But to say, oh, man, Savannah just beat Claressa down. Come on, we can't be serious. No way. Like, are you serious? Nah, she didn't beat her down. To me, it was definitely a tie, and that's the way I see it. I don't see it no other way other than, that could have been a tie. But it was a good boxing match, okay? It was definitely a good boxing match. Don't get that, confused. They put on a show. For them to be amateurs in that 2012 boxing match, I mean, it was competitive. It wasn't no running away. It wasn't no, Claressa looked like she's scared of Savannah. Oh, Savannah looked like she's scared of Claressa. No, I mean, they were going at it. So I can only imagine what we're going to get this Saturday. Are you excited? Man, I am. This could arguably be the best fight of 2022. I'm not sure when we're going to get, I've been hearing rumors that we could possibly get, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. I don't know when we're going to get that fight, but right now, no disrespect to everybody that already boxed from January 2022 all the way to now. But I believe Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, this is going to be the best fight of 2022. You know, we talking about the records. I mean, look at the records alone. Claressa Shields, 12-0. Okay. 2 knockouts, 12-0, 2 knockouts. Savannah Marshall, also 12-0 with 10 knockouts. All right. Records is damn near similar other than the knockouts. You know, Claressa standing at 5'8", 155 pounds. Not sure if that pound's accurate because, you know, pounds come and go so quick. You know, different media outlets, websites may say 155. Some may say, you know, less, more. So I'm not going to really get too carried away in the weight, but height 5'8". Savannah Marshall, 5'11". Her height also says 165, but that could be lower, you know, come or higher, you know, depending on, you know, accurate. But she's 5'11". Like I said, 12 knockouts. 12 wins, 0 losses, 10 knockouts. Okay, so Savannah Marshall is 12 wins, 0 losses, 10 knockouts. Claressa Shields, 12 wins, 0 losses, 2 knockouts. They both undefeated. Okay, let me not confuse you, okay? This is what makes this fight great. Okay, this is what makes this fight great. You know, like I say, if you relying on 2012, you know, you're trying to play some bets, do not go off what you saw in 2012 or what, you know, just saw on YouTube from the fight from 2012. Don't do that. Because, I mean, both fighters are different. They in different zones. I mean, they've gotten better since, you know, they've learned so much more from the game of boxing. You cannot go off 2012 and be like, yo, Clarence, you saw what, you know, Savannah did in 2012. Watch what she do on Saturday. You can't do that. You sound crazy. Okay. You sound crazy if that's how you roll in the ball. I mean, you just can't do that. It's not a great idea to do that. All right. Let's let these women do their thing. All right. And you pick and choose what you want. But to go out 2012, you basically saying you didn't think Claressa gotten better since that fight. Or are you saying, hey, Savannah didn't got better since that fight? Because, I mean, hell, you've changed since 2012, right? You've grown, right? I've grown since 2012. I've changed. You know, we ain't the same person that we were in 2012. Come on. All right. So it's the same goes for this boxing. You cannot. I mean, that's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm reading. Man, that 2012 amateur fight, stop that. Okay. Who I got? Everybody been asking me also, yo, Clarence, who you got? Who you going with? Look, I told you a few months back who I'm going with, and I ain't changing my pick. I got Claressa Shields. I get it. She's cocky. She got a lot of haters. People don't like her, but the woman backs it up. Okay. She backs it up. That's all that matters, man. Actions speak louder than words. If you get caught up in Claressa Shields and the things she say on social media and her attitude, you can be a hater. And that's why she got a lot of haters. But when you win, and you can, I mean, or if you losing, be who you be. Don't change up for nobody. All right. Oh man, I don't like her because she's cocky. Oh, well, that's her. She's winning. She can back it up. Oh, I like Savannah because Savannah don't do all that different, you know, stuff on social media and be talking trash. She talk trash. She just ain't as loud as Claressa. Okay. Don't put it like, oh, Claressa doing all the trash talking and Savannah ain't. No, Savannah does the talking too. It's just not as loud as Claressa. You know, she does the disrespect too. It's just not as loud as Claressa. Claressa talk, her smack talk is off the chain. Okay. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? She ain't afraid to be herself. That's why I like her. She's not afraid to be herself. If that's who she are, that's who she are. You know what I'm saying? So, man, and she has so much haters. So many people want to see Claressa Shields lose on Saturday. Every fight she fought, like I said, she's 12-0. Every fight, haters want to see her lose. I mean, say mean things on social media. Like I said, she's beautiful. People always talking about, oh, she got a big nose, or oh, she this and that. Claressa Shields is beautiful. Okay, she's a beautiful lady. I don't know what the hell you looking at as far as these haters out here go, but don't get personal. She's a beautiful lady. You know what I'm saying? She talks a lot, but she backs it up. She backs it up. I mean, why you mad at that? So of course you want to go with Savannah Marshall because, oh, Savannah is, you know, she, like I said, she talks smacks too. All right. But yeah, I got Claressa in this. I think Claressa, like I said, have grown. You know, Claressa Shields has definitely grown since 2012. She's gotten better. She's gotten stronger. She's gotten quicker. She studied the game. She take the game seriously. Regardless of what you may see her post on social media, she always in that gym working out. She always getting better. She keep the best, you know, boxing team around her. So she gonna come prepared. You know what I mean? Ain't no way nobody gonna do all that talking like how she talk. Like I said, she been backing it up since she started. You know, don't act like this is the first time we heard Claressa Shields go at it against another boxer or say something. Hell, she called out Layla Ali for a fight. Layla Ali didn't want to fight her. You know what I mean? Boxing is a different game. This is not the NBA and NFL and MLB where you got to be nice to your opponent and back everybody up and say how good they are or how great they are. Boxing is a different sport. That's what we got to understand if we so-called say we boxing fans. Let's not get all emotional and sensitive and, oh, well, I didn't like how Claressa Shields said that and she shouldn't have said this. Man, stop that mess. This is boxing, baby. Muhammad Ali been doing it. Mike Tyson been doing it. Floyd Money Mayweather been doing it. Layla Ali been doing it. Claressa Shields doing it. Everybody does it. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. The list goes on and on. Boxers talk smack. They ain't about all that, oh, you know, amping somebody up, amping my opponent up. You know, why? You know, come on, man. Tyson Fury, Wilder, they all do it. They all talk smack. That's what boxing do. If you can't handle it, find you a different sport to watch. But don't turn into a hater because you see and hear Claressa Shields talking that talk and then acting like she don't walk that walk. Come on. Straight hater. She has a lot of haters. And this is why I want her to win on Saturday. I want her to win this fight and I'm rooting for her. But let's not get it twisted. Savannah Marshall is going to be a tough opponent. Okay. I'm not stupid here. I'm not talking just look. Savannah Marshall is going to be a tough opponent for Claressa Shields. Matter of fact, Savannah Marshall is going to be the toughest opponent that Claressa Shields ever fought. Real talk. And this is what also makes this fight interesting. All right. Out of all Claressa Shields' opponents, ain't none of them 12 opponents as tough as Savannah Marshall. All those 12 opponents Claressa Shields fought, Savannah Marshall would beat her opponents down. They wouldn't have a chance with Savannah Marshall. We talking 10 knockouts, okay? She fought a total of 12 fights. She got 10 knockouts. She's undefeated. That's going to be tough for Claressa Shields. Yes, I'm concerned. Yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm a little nervous. But am I scared? No. But I'm definitely a little concerned and worried. 10 knockouts? And you fought a total of 12 fights already? You're bad. Savannah Marshall is bad. Like I say, this is going to be the toughest fight for Claressa in her boxing career. All right? But do not get it twisted. Savannah Marshall is what, 12-0, 10 knockouts? This is going to be Savannah Marshall's best fight. Okay? In her boxing career. Okay? Claressa Shields will beat all the fighters that Savannah Marshall done fought already. All the 12 boxers that Savannah Marshall done fought and beat and knocked out, Claressa Shields will do the same. She could do the same. You see what I'm saying? It's an even playground, baby. Fair to fair. It's an even battle. Do not get that twisted. Oh, well, she only got 2 knockouts, Clarence. Claressa Shields only got 2 knockouts and she fought 12 times. And Savannah Marshall has 10 knockouts and she also fought 12 times. So what are you really saying? That don't mean nothing, man. Okay? That don't mean a damn thing at all. I just told you 2012 is different. 2013, 2014, 2015. Every year you grow, you get better. Don't let, Claressa Shields only got 2 knockouts. Oh, she ain't going to win. Who says she going to knock Savannah out? I mean, she may have said it, but I mean, if that happens, it happens. Will I think she would knock Marshall out? No. I think Claressa Shields will win the fight, but I don't think she'll knock her out. Okay, but I'm not going in this thing. I'm not placing bets, put my money. Hey, she going to knock Savannah Marshall out. You can book it. Put it right now. $500, $50, whatever you want, $5. Put it on the line right now. She going to knock Savannah. No. Who's saying it got to be a knockout? Don't let Shields 2 knockouts versus Savannah Marshall 10 knockouts get you all twisted. You better go back and look at some of Claressa Shields' fights. Okay? You better go back and look at some of Claressa Shields' fights and look at her technique. Look when she strike. Look when she, defend herself. Come on. I mean, you're sleeping out here. All right? You're sleeping. Basically, you're sleeping. This is going to be a tough fight for each other. This is going to be their best fights in their careers. What also make this match interesting. I cannot wait. All right. But like I say, I do have two concerns about this fight. The height. Okay. Claressa Shields is 5'8". Savannah Marshall is 5'11". The reach. You know, I went online. I'm not sure this is accurate or not because I was trying to find their both reaches to figure out, okay, who really got the longest, reach. And like I said, I don't even know if it's accurate or not, but it said that Shields' reach is 68 inches and Marshall's reach is 65 inches. So I'm not sure that right. It don't sound right. It could be right, but it just doesn't sound right because Marshall is 5'11". So I'm thinking she already got her arm, and I guess, her arm should already be a little longer than Claressa Shields, who's 5'8". And even going back, and like I said, I know 2012 is different, but even going back, look, watching that amateur fight, there were times where, we would see Claressa try to reach out, and then we would see when Marshall try to reach out, and Marshall's reach was longer. So I don't know what's up with this 65 inches Marshall and 68 inches Shields reach. Like I said, it could be right. I just don't think it, but I am worried about that. Normally the taller person have the longer arms so they can be able to, get their hits in. But at the same time, don't sleep on the shorter boxers. I mean, we've seen Mike Tyson knock out boxers way taller than him. I'm talking about boxers that had long arms, couldn't even use them, wasn't fast enough. They were slow. Tyson eat them up. So like I said, I'm a little concerned about that because, this is, like I say, this is both fighters' best fight. Shields and Marshall, they never fought any fighter as of, to their best ability as what they, what's going to happen on Saturday. Okay. Shields is Marshall's best opponent and Marshall is Claressa Shields' best opponent. Okay. They both, this is their best fight. So we may see a lot of mistakes from both fighters because, like I said, they've never fought any fighter that they're going to fight on Saturday. That's tough. All right, this is the toughest opponent for Marshall. This is the toughest opponent for Shields. So, of course, I'm expecting to see some mistakes, some like, what the hell, or damn, what happened? Because the best are going at it. Imagine LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant and LeBron in the NBA Finals. Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine the best going at it. Tom Brady and Lawrence Taylor on the defensive side of the ball. It's, like just imagine some of the best. Some of these players that we call GOAT. And by the way, you should check out my blog about GOAT, cjsportsmedia.com/blog. I just wrote one a couple days ago. Check it out. It's about GOAT talk. Okay. So check it out when you get a chance. cjsportsmedia.com/blog. But imagine some of the best going at it. We're going to see mistakes. We're going to be like, damn, because, hey, this is what we get when two fighters, two of the best going at it, two GOATs. Okay. Two great fighters, two great, athletes. So I am worried about the reach a little bit. I ain't going to front. I'm a little worried about the reach and, oh man, what if Shields can't get hers in? But that don't mean nothing because that can just be in my head. The fight can happen and Shields can just, come at Marshall. Like I said, we've seen short fighters knocked out tall fighters before. Don't act like we never saw it. We thinking a fighter with the longer arms will probably get more lands. And we look at the stat sheet, they didn't even got as much land as a shorter fighter, as far as, punching and reaching. So I'm worried about that a little bit. But what I'm mostly worried about, and I'm afraid for Claressa Shields, is the haters and the cheaters. I hope this be a fair judge, fair judges that call this fight, a fair referee that's officiating this fight. I hope everybody is fair because a lot of people hate Claressa Shields. She's in that bracket with LeBron James. A lot of people hate LeBron. They say mean things. They try to do whatever they can to hurt him on social media. And they do the same for Claressa Shields. She has a lot of haters and it's unnecessary. You mad because, like I said, she's talking trash and she's backing it up. You don't like how she said something, or so you want to go at her looks and how she talk and just try to belittle her, but that ain't working. She's a beautiful woman, smart woman. She know what she's doing. She know what she's talking about. But I'm worried about that. Okay. What if somebody's hating on the low and they already got this thing paid for with Marshall wins and they try to hurt Claressa Shields' soul, which I know you're not, because you ain't going to hurt her. I mean, she's brave. She's bold. She ain't backing down for nobody. But I'm worried about haters and hope this thing don't be fixed. Because people want to see her lose. Just like when Floyd was fighting, people wanted to see Floyd lose. They didn't care who Floyd was fighting. They didn't care who Floyd was fighting. All they care about is, man, I hope he lose. Hope he lose. And when he don't lose, you're looking crazy. And well, maybe the next fight he'll lose. And then the next fight he wins. So Claressa Shields, she has a lot of haters. Too many. And I'm praying that, like I say, the judges at the table that's judging this fight be fair, referee be fair. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else to worry about other than pop my popcorn, look at a great fight, and hope Claressa Shields win the fight. Okay, but if she do not win this fight and Savannah Marshall wins, I won't be surprised. Because we're talking, this is the best of the best going at it. 10 knockouts, 12-0. Savannah Marshall is a beast. She's the best. Claressa Shields is the best. We got the best going at the best. So don't get me, oh, man, I'd be surprised if Claressa win. Really? Man, that's disrespectful if that's the case. You really would be surprised if Claressa win this fight? She ain't one of the best? Stop it. You a hater. Oh, I'd be surprised if Marshall wins this fight. Really? Come on here. This is the best of the best going at it. I'm expecting a great fight. I don't think nobody will get knocked out. I really don't. I think this thing will go to the full rounds, and the judges really going to have to be on their I's and Q's, really watching everything that happened in each round, because they're going to have a hard decision when it all said and done. I don't think Claressa's going to knock out Savannah. I don't think Savannah's going to knock out Claressa. This thing going to go to full round, and it's going to be up to the judges. And I'm praying that they be fair. All right. If you don't like Claressa Shields, I don't care about that. Be fair. If you think she won the fight, vote for her. Be fair. If you think Savannah won the fight, vote for her. Be fair. But don't cheat this here. Okay, we're talking this is going to be one of the best fights of 2022. All right, and I can pray and hope however it goes down on Saturday, we can get another one down the line. But do not mess this up, man. I repeat, judges, referee, do not mess this up. Be fair. Okay, because I know they hearing these press conferences. They know how Claressa Shields get down. They know how Savannah Marshall get down. They know who talk the loudest, who always going at each other. But don't let that get in the way of this fight. Okay? Pay-per-view on Saturday. I cannot wait. Oh, yeah, the ages. Shields is 27. Marshall is 31. So it's not a thing of, where, Marshall is old and Shields is young. No, this is 27, 31. Shields 27. Marshall 31. That's not too far apart. All right, so you can't throw that in the way, she old. So, nah, don't do that. So while you're going to be watching NFL and college football, I'm going to be popping my popcorn, extra butter. I'm going to be watching this here. I may, sneak peek at some college football, but I'm definitely, like I said, I'm excited for football season. Don't get it wrong. Fantasy football, everything. My Falcons play the Saints on Sunday, so I'm excited. And by the way, my wife is a Saints fan, so it's going to be crazy in our house. It may be some trash talking from me, depending on what my Falcons doing. But if we ain't doing nothing, I ain't saying nothing. Okay? And I'm keeping it real. If we ain't doing nothing, I ain't saying nothing. Like I said, I am excited for football. I love football. But this fight, I've been waiting on this fight for a while. The best of the best, undefeated, 12-0. Forget the knockouts. Forget that Vanna got 10 and Shields got 2. I ain't worrying about that. I'm 12-0, undefeated. It don't get no better than that. All right. And I can't wait to see how Sun and Sky turn out tomorrow, right? Game 5. Sun and Sky, the winner will take on the Aces, I believe, at the Aces building. So that's going to be exciting. Who do I think going to win off the rip? This is hard because my original pick was Who did I originally pick? Storm. Well, on air last week, I told you, I said it would be Sun and Storm, and I told you Sun would win, but Storm is out. You know, they got eliminated last night. I think either Sun or Sky will be, you know, both teams will be a great matchup for the Aces. But just keeping it real, whoever win, you know what? No, I ain't even gonna say it yet because you're gonna make me say something. I'm about to change it. Let me see. Let me see who wins tomorrow out of the Sun and Sky, and we'll go from there. And I'll get into my breakdown there. I'm not about to say something early and be looking crazy. Be looking crazy later because I ain't doing that. I learned my lesson. But I know it's gonna be a good game tomorrow. Both teams want to get to that finals, the WNBA finals, and take on the Aces, and it's just excited, man. You know, WNBA playoffs, WNBA regular season has been great, man. Shouts out to the WNBA. Free Brittany Griner. Thinking about you and praying, you know, for you. You know, you in my prayers every day, every night. And I'm excited for what the WNBA has accomplished and achieved throughout the years. I mean, nothing but greatness, and I appreciate and I love the WNBA. I got love for the WNBA, and you should too. Okay? So I'll definitely be watching that game. But like I said, this weekend is all about boxing. It's all about Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Okay, Savannah Marshall is also beautiful. She's a beautiful lady too. Okay, you know, so don't get into the personal attack. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of personal attacks at Claressa about how she look and how she talk. Don't do that. Both women talk amazing. They can read. They can write. They great fighters. They inspiration. They role models. I love both women. You know, I love what they do. They work ethic. I love the way they take their boxing career seriously. They always put in the work. So at the end of the day, I just hope when it's all said and done, we can see Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall on stage, you know, once they retire, talking about what they created. Because right now, believe it or not, you may be looking at this as them against, you know, each other. I'm looking at this. This is great for women's sports. This is great for women boxing because we know we got a lot of upcoming women boxers that's admiring and role modeling and looking after and trying to, you know, follow their career and, you know, just imitate and be like and heroes. You know, they look at Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields as heroes, role models, you know, along with Serena Williams and many other great women athletes. Sue Bird, who just retired. I mean, so I love what this has started. I'm not looking at this as a beef thing because when it's all said and done, Claressa Shields is going to be in the Boxing Hall of Fame, historic. Savannah Marshall is going to be in the, you know, Boxing Hall of Fame, historic. Both fighters will be in the Boxing Hall of Fame, Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. This is great for women's sports and definitely great for women boxing because I feel like women boxing do not get enough credit. I don't know why, but they just don't. We always always be tuning into what the men doing, but I'm loving it. We got the best of the best going at it, and they still young. Shields 27, Marshall 31. It ain't like we getting this fight when Shields is 37 and Marshall is 41. No, we getting it at 27 and 31. This is great for women sports, especially women boxing, because we got a lot of upcoming women boxers. And even ones that already established, that's going to be locked in on this fight. And we got a lot of women boxers that look up to Shields, that look up to Marshall. So what they doing on Saturday is for the sport of boxing, but for women's sports to say, hey, we can do the same thing as the men do. We can draw a large pay-per-view. We can draw a lot of stir and drama and, beef and debates on who we think going to win. Just like how we did it for the men, we could do it for the women too. So shouts out to Claressa Shields. Thank you. Okay. Shouts out to Savannah Marshall. Thank you. Serena Williams, Sue Bird. The list goes on. Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, Candace Parker. I mean, don't get me started. It goes on and on. Brittany Griner, you know, thank you. All right. For putting on for women's sports. And I'm excited. I'm going to always support women's sports. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy your football. I'm going to watch it, but I ain't going to be 100% locked in. All right. But I will be watching definitely my South Carolina Gamecocks because we got a tough opponent on Saturday. I think we play Arkansas. So that's going to be a tough one, but I'm locked in on boxing. Go Gamecocks. beat Arkansas Razorbacks, go Falcons, beat the Saints, so I can be able to talk trash to my wife, and go Claressa Shields. All right, that's what it is. That's what it do. Okay, you know the routine. Follow me. I'll follow you back on Twitter at _Clarence Jones. I'm always talking sports on there. _Clarence Jones for Instagram. Check out my website, cjsportsmedia.com. Like I said, I just wrote a blog a couple of days ago talking GOATs and my opinions and my thoughts on the title GOAT in sports. So please check that blog out, cjsportsmedia.com/blog. With that being said, have a great day. Have a safe day. Enjoy sports. Be safe out there. Peace.